Gentleman down there. Yeah.
Paul Collins, long time season ticket holder. On the stadium, have you resolved the problem with the tickets for next season?
Yes.
You have, right.
I didn't move my lips.
Which problem?
Yeah, the season. When the season tickets were printed at the start of this year, we have to go through a process. They have to go to ERC, because obviously we're in the Heineken Cup. We got our books. Salford City Stadium wanted to use passes, which Salford City Reds used all season. We missed the boat. Hand up, we missed it. This season, you've got the situation where you've got scanning, ripping out, delay. That will not happen next season. I've took a group of people to the stadium in December and January, and Pam has actually said that she's going to work with Andy Stevens, who heads our marketing department, up. What we're going to do is going to be issue with cards. So in effect, they are swiped, they're given out. It's an easy process. If somebody loses a card and these things happen, or puts it in the washing machine or whatever, and the barcode goes off it, cancel it, you can replace it. It's easy. It's easily done that way. Obviously, if people are buying tickets for game days, then obviously they'll be buying tickets for game days. But with regard to season tickets, that's how it can be done.
Steve, a few weeks ago you said you were going to target certain games, but we've won some rugby since then. Can we target every game, even if we think that the best we're going to get is lose the bonus point? Because as you said earlier, we are still struggling at the bottom, we are still bottom, and it may be points differential which comes into it, which is not where you want to be at the moment.
Yeah, and I think, sometimes I'm flippant in my responses in the press and stuff, but again, we actually, we bloodied some good young lads in the Heineken Cup in the second period after Christmas and that bode well into the LV, and we targeted the LV just to get momentum. Believe it or not, the LV is the most profitable cup to be in. To get to the Heineken Cup, you don't get any money for it. Right the way through, even if you win the Heineken, there's no real pot. If you get to the semi of this competition, you win. I think you get 25,000 quid a win, and then you get to keep the home gate. So it's a real big thing for a club to get to the semi, and if you win it, even better. So we wanted to do well in that. In preparation for Exeter. Exeter was the big game, and when we say target, when I've said targeting games in the change rooms, they know every game's a target. This will go down to the wire. This will go down to probably the penultimate game, really. So there's none of this English qualified players. We need to play all of them. We have to average 14 English players in every game to get your quota, and the quota's a lot of money. It's nearly £400,000 a year of your funding. If you don't hit it, then you lose that funding. So it's important. It's good for the game that we have it, because we have to play English players. But no, every game's targeted. None more so than Friday night.
Good evening.
Hello.
Support. Who gives the half-time talk? What do you say to them, and how's morale in the changing room?
Well, it depends on how the game's gone. Wasps away in the cup, Danny had kicked the ball, as we alluded to earlier, badly, out of hand, and put us under enormous pressure. I think we were 10-13 down. And my first question in the changing room was, are Wasps paying you for you to lose this game for us? That's the truth, and that's what we said, and you just take it as you find it. You see, we get 15 minutes, we get a lot of time at half time, and it depends on how they've stuck to the game plan, what we're going to implement in the second half, and remembering that they're normally knackered at half time. So we give a 2-3 minute breather, get anybody who needs blood in, as in covering blood, not putting it on you. Get away with that one. Cut that film. And then we go into tactics. We go into the way we run it is very simple. It's on defence. It's first of all set piece, discipline, and field position. Those four things, we talk about them. We'll split. Pete will take the forwards for a couple of minutes. Just our analysts will tell us through the game where they're throwing most to, what sort of positions, where the binds are in the scrum. But we all played it, and you take on a couple of points at half time. That's it. So generally, after if they need one for a minute or two, generally positive. You can't worry about what's going on. So it's generally always positive. Point them in the direction of hopefully what the three of us as coaches and one of us will deliver. It might be Brian, it might be me. Deliver the message of second half, how we're going to do things, and that's it.
How's morale, please, Steve?
How's morale?
Yeah.
In the change room at half time?
Just in general at the moment.
Morale's flying. I mean, the morale was good when we wasn't winning, and the basis of team spirit built over your summer actually doesn't click in when you're winning. It clicks in when you're losing. It's there as a support mechanism, and again, the senior players and the young players alike, the 2-2 post massive in the changing room. He runs the changing room. Dave Seymour, great captain with the lads. He's not a big talker, but he's a doer. You know, people follow him. Cueto, Peely, and then you've got that young echelons coming through, the Taylors, the Harrisons, the Gaskells, who are starting to have input in training sessions, starting to talk in all the analysis sessions, and that comes through. So morale, it's easy for me to say is flying, and you see the response after the games that we've won, and you see the response when you meet them in the street. You know, no one's negative, everyone's positive, and you've got to have belief to know that we're going to get out the We've had belief for the last 5 weeks, and that'll continue to the end of the season.
Good. This gentleman here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How much of a factor do you think the move to Bolton was at the start of the season? You know, because we lost the Esby Park factor. Do you think that was a factor? Does Bolton now feel like a home?
Yeah, I still think we're getting there, to be honest. I don't think it feels at home fully yet, but I think it's made a massive factor. I think, again, the chap asked before about things you'd do differently. Maybe take a bit more time. It would have been ideal to move next year, but we didn't have that opportunity. Yeah, it's becoming a home now. We understand the pitch and stuff. Stadium are really good with us. All the dramas that you lot have getting there and all the rest of it. If you don't think Swanee and I, over the past 12 months, we pull our hair out with them.
There's a gentleman there. This gentleman here.
Sorry, Clive Williams, a season ticket holder. Just a quick question. Saracens have just opened up their new ground with their artificial pitch. Thoughts?
Thoughts are, I think there'll be half a dozen in the competition in 2 years.
Do you think we would get one?
Not there, no. I think the pitch is ideal there. I think when I was in Russia, all the rugby was played on artificial pitches. They are fantastic, but again, because we don't own the stadium, we lease it. I don't think it's needed there. Those pitches also freeze at -6, -7. It's not as if they're anti-frost pitches. It's just, I think with Saracens putting that pitch down in that location allowed them to use it for community use, which give them the planning permission to do what they've done there. So I think, but to be honest, I spoke to Charlie Hodgson last week about it. He said it's fantastic to play on. So everybody's looking at it positively. I think there's only a bit of kicking going wrong on it at the moment. There's no concussions or real serious injuries. It's probably the way forward.
Scrums are better.
Yeah. Not as many stoppages. Is that at the pitch down there?
Yeah.
No, it's a grass pitch.
It's grass.
Yeah.
Fully grass?
Yeah, fully grass, yeah. No, it's not a 50-50. No, it's not.
Right, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Steve.
Cheers, Hodge.
Well, thank you, Swanee. Thank you.